Hold on a minute. I thought this was BatMark. What are we doing here? I didn't know I was on the Renaissance Man show today. I'm here to do a BatMark show for you. It's Halloween, and we're here again for the filming of BatMark versus SuperMark. Well, this time maybe it's not versus. Well, I gotta fix my friggin' microphone over here. I can't hear anything. What are we doing? So I'm BatMark, and this is my second production here on the Renaissance Man show. And we're gonna take him down. That's right, Dick Face. Dick Face has again started another tirade on this world, and I'm ready to take him down, BatMark style. Yeah, apparently Foch is out there starting some sort of like car ring situation. So we're gonna put him to rest, really. And when I say to rest, give him the old bat elbow, maybe a couple of neck chops. But look, that's what we do on a random Halloween night. BatMark. So how's everybody doing? Zabrask, how you doing over there? You getting a woo-hoo, right? We gotta get a woo-hoo while we're here, right? You know, Alfred had to go out, but we got Joanne back there. Joanne, how you doing back there with that quadruple heart situation? She's dealing with a quadruple heart situation. You can't falter. Quadruple heart, Affleck carditis. That is also part of part 3 of BatMark versus SuperMark. When we take on Affleck, that friggin' head, right? What's that, Zabrask? No, Zabrask, we're not gonna miss you woo-woo. You know, I've been watching the program, and I see this Zabrask guy. He's always like, hey, I want to get my woo-woo in. Yeah, we get it, right? We get it. You want to do your woo-woo. How about you give us a break? Give us a friggin' break. I'm doing a BatMark situation, okay? When I'm in the middle of a BatMark situation, you let it happen. That's what I'm talking about. What's that, Joanne? No, Joanne, we're not going to give out your GoFundMe. Not yet. Too early in the program. You got to stick around for a little while. We're going to go beat some bad guys down, right? No, Zabrowski, your woo-hoo still on deck. 55 seconds away, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. I might have to cut a rug to this song a little bit here, BatMark style. When BatMark's on the dance floor, oh, you gotta believe it.
Oh, you give me more. Hey, so many
BatMark, getting into it. Yeah, that's right. We're getting Boogie Down Productions. Yeah, do it. Boogie Down. BatMark, dancing for you. That's right. This is a Renaissance man like you've never seen before. Look, he's taking a break. He had to go make his coffee. No, Zabrowski, you're almost up, buddy. Let's hear it. We need that woo-woo, buddy. Let's get it. Let me hear it. Joanne, stop it with the friggin' wheezing. Zabrowsk. Yeah, you know you can't go wrong with a Zabrowsk woo-hoo. It's a Grammy winner over there. I'm not sure if you knew it. You got a Grammy winner in your presence, yeah, and also a friggin' superhero. Look, that's what we do, BatMark. I'm out on the streets killing people with my friggin' bat grip. And look, we got a lot planned for episode 2 of BatMark and SuperMark. You know, the first episode we were kind of at it, you know. We went at it together. BatMark versus SuperMark. Who's gonna come out on top? I'll leave that for you to decide who won that battle. I'm pretty sure it was me. But, you know, BatMark's amazing out there on the scene. I had a little help from Dr. Wayne Doppler. When you got a Doppler situation going, you gotta work with it, you know. Look, you have to understand that BatMark is up against it this time. Face, he's in the process of shipping in massive amounts of cars from Egypt. Yeah, he took them from Cairo. He's bringing them across over here illegally. We got to stop him. Also, apparently there's an issue with supply routes. So we're going to work that out as well. I got SuperMark en route. Hold on a second, actually. SuperMark, It's BatMark. Yeah. You know, look, I'm here. It's just starting off a friggin' show or whatever. But look, I wanted to ask you, are you down with taking down Foch again? Good. Yeah, I didn't know if I wanted to do it alone. He's got that friggin' Sonny the Fist guy. That guy's got ridiculous fists. I know. Look, we had a hard time with him last time. So I think this time we need to make sure we attack from both sides when Sonny the Fists is there. If he has like a espresso before, we're in trouble. Yeah, exactly. Look, I'm gonna leave now, okay? I got places to go, things to see. I gotta eat that friggin' gyro on the corner of Smith and McCullough, right? You know what I'm talking about, SuperMark. I met you there once for our little powwow. Yeah, that's right. Look, I gotta get going now, SuperMark. I'll see you there. Yep, the trade routes, right there in the Bronx, where Face's restaurant is. Yeah, I'll see you there before we storm the restaurant. I'm taking all that espresso from Gino. If he has any biscotte, if he has any Stella D'Oro biscotte, I'm taking them. You want to share them? No, I'm sorry, SuperMark. That's all me. I get the Stella D'Oro. You could take the bread and basket. You know he's got bread and basket there as well. The backup. When Face runs out of Stella, they bring him a bread and basket. So just make sure you're ready. I'll see you there. Yeah, 12 noon. That's right. All right, BatMark out. Look, when you're dealing with a SuperMark situation, you work with it, right? So how's everybody doing out there? Halloween, right? We're going to cut all this little section out because it doesn't friggin' work with the movie, you know? But I'm glad to be here with you. This is BatMark. I'll be back with you many, many times in the future when I'm taking out villains. I think SuperMark may be popping in for a little while. We'll see. I'm not really sure. There could be another appearance from BatMark, too. Not really sure yet. But look, I'm going to play something for you for a moment. So BatMark can get himself freshened up. Yeah. I got to talk to Joanne. She's doing this thing with the filing, you know. Zabrowski file. We get it. You're Zabrowski filing it. But you got a Zabrosk right there. No need to file. Just bring him a friggin' yoo-hoo and tell him to do his woo-hoo, and we're good to go. Hand him his Grammy. Let him walk out the door without speaking. Joanne Soros back there. Yeah, she's got a voice worse than mine. Yeah, if you can believe it. Cheese grater voice back there. Yeah, look, BatMark, not meaning to hurt feelings. She's got a massive heart, you know. I don't want to kick her while she's down. But I mean, really? What'd they do there? They really friggin' broke the mold with Joanne Soros. Look, BatMark is your everyday superhero. I beat SuperMark handily. You saw episode 1. BatMark versus SuperMark. I was the victor. And we were fooled by Foch. Not this time, no. We're gonna get him this time. What's that, Zabrowski? No, you can get the frig out of here. We got your woo-hoo already. Yeah, we don't need you around anymore. You got your check from Joanne. You got your woo-hoo out there into the universe, right? You get the hell out of here. Tomorrow, Mark will see you here for the intro. Episode 1036 in a row. Look, I'm here tonight, guys. This is BatMark, real, unplugged, uncensored. Yeah. I will tell you a quick story. I'm in downtown Gotham yesterday. Hope you don't mind. I need to grab a little sip of my Bat coffee, special made by Alfred. Nothing like a cup of Java, right? I'm in the city, Gotham, yesterday, right? I got a call. There's a bad guy in the streets. He's out there causing some havoc. They're like, hey, we'll shine the friggin' bat light up there across the sky. See if we get BatMark out here. What do you know? Shoo, shoo, shoo. I'm friggin' there, right? Shoo, through the bat wing out. I came down. You do one of these. You let the friggin' cape go. You gotta do a Cape Crusader situation. Hold on a minute. I'm stuck here with my cape. You're gonna go, and you come. Why can't I pull up my friggin' arm with the cape over here? I'm stuck on a guitar or something. Hold on. You go, and you come, still getting stuck. Hold on. What are we doing over here? I'm stuck to the microphone for today because I didn't charge the battery because I'm a moron. before the production. Hold on a minute. That's why we're not set up properly here. You gotta go, ah! And you come in falling like this. Whoa! It's BatMark. And you go in and take them down, right? So I get the call. Bad guy on the prowl, right? BatMark comes in there. Phew, I'm ready to go, right? He starts like peeing his pants. He pooped his pants. I'm like, what are you, the president? What are we doing? Got into a little brawl. He ran away like a little sissy baby. I said, definitely the president. That's what you do, right? You leave people behind? What are we doing? You called him BatMark? Never would have happened. I would have gone there with Alfred. Would have picked them all up in my Batwing, one by one. Half a soldier at a time in the Batwing. It's pretty small quarters in there. We get all the equipment out first. Look, you don't want to arm, the enemy. That is the first part of guerrilla warfare. You don't want to arm the enemy. So I'm glad we didn't do that. First step, make sure you don't arm your enemy that you've been destroying for 20 years. That would be bad news. So glad we didn't do that. And then the most important thing is you do not leave a man behind, ever. And we didn't do that either, so we're good. We are holding our head high. That's what we do here, head high. The BatMark, when you got a BatMark situation going, you work with it. What's that, Joanne? No, Joanne, I'm not ready to go yet. She's trying to get rid of me. What do you like, Renaissance Man better than BatMark? I didn't think so. Who would like him better than me, right? I'm a friggin' man. I come down like this. I make noises like that too, like, and they're like, yeah, that's right, I scared you before I even came down. It's BatMark. And when I come down, sometimes I'm scraping. I do a scraperoo. You do a scraperoo situation, and then they're like, oh, I got hit by the friggin' bat. I'm hitting him with COVID. I go and I give him a COVID. And when you got it from a bat cave, I go in there, I'm XY9764, the strain from the bat cave in Fluhan. I come through the sky, scratchety screw. Now you got COVID too. Taken out by BatMark, and you got COVID. Double decker. That's what we do here. You gotta remember, when BatMark is on the scene, and he's got a friggin', comes out of a cave, out of a bat cave, he's coming out with COVID. I'm sorry, I scratched your face, and you have COVID. Par for the course on a BatMark night on the town, right? Don't forget, I go out to those clubs. Those clubs. You got all the ladies on the dance floor, right? All the ladies on the dance floor, like, who's that friggin' guy out there doing it, right? He's doing it. And I'm like, and then I go up to him like, hey, we gotta stop the hate. And they're like, look, this guy's cool. He doesn't want to hate, he wants to stop the hate. Look, when you're BatMark and you're stopping the hate, just another good day in Gotham, right? That's what I'm talking about. Let's get to this one. You see that chick across the dance floor? You're like, what did BatMark in? You better be able to move like BatMark. You're doing a BatMark situation and you're like, you better be moving like water. BatMark, right? What's that, Joanne? No, Joanne, you cannot come and dance with BatMark. I'm in the middle of getting down. We don't need a Joanne Soros destroying the scene. You know what I mean? All of a sudden you're like, oh, I was having fun, and now I gotta go to the bathroom. Oh, hey, what's going on, everybody? It's the Renaissance Man Show. Yeah, we're gonna get down. We're gonna make you feel great tonight. That's right. We got Joanne Soros in the back and Zabrowski over here. Gonna give you a woo-woo. That's right. Don't go anywhere. It's Renaissance Man. How was that, Joanne? Was that good? Yeah, I'm gonna take his job. He thinks he's got a job here tomorrow? No. This is BatMark's territory now. Yeah. I'll be back every day to take over the Bat Cave, the Renaissance Cave, and to spread COVID to everybody. basically. Because I can. I'm a bat. Came out of the Corona cave. Oh, look at me. I was in Fluhan yesterday. I'm sorry. I was with the friggin' bat lady. We went through together. And I got the kiv. I got the civet. I'm going. Go get your bugaboo, though. You're good to go with your bugaboo. You don't have to worry about anything happening with a bugaboo situation. Except when BatMark comes out of nowhere and scratches your friggin' face, right? That's what I'm talking about. Look, I think BatMark's got to get going at this point. I will quickly go through the chat to see if there's anybody who has anything nice to say to BatMark tonight. Let's quickly see. We're going over. Hold on. Can't really do much with this friggin' hand of mine. You know, I got a glove over here. It's not easy to work with. I'm going back over here. Oh, look at this. I want to make sure you know, when Kathleen Danford comes down, you better show the frig up, right? That's what I'm talking about. And when Rob the Cog, comes down, support the show. There are elbows in the face to go around. That's right. Oh, yeah. The Lifeboat. If you have not gone over to Lifeboat to subscribe yet, you're missing out. You need it. We need it. The world needs positivity and connecting and understanding that life is not easy. It takes struggle to get to the top of a friggin' mountain. Yeah. Look, also to be a friggin' bat. All right. I got I had an issue with my parents. Jack Nicholson. Yeah, he did one of these to me. Yeah, he did that. Shot my parents in the streets, cold blood. Took their pearl. Took my mother's pearl necklace. So now I'm going after Napier. That's where I'm going. I saw Tim Beers here, and I know he's looking for a Renaissance family jam, but it is Halloween, and BatMark is on the friggin' prowl. I'm not sure we're gonna have a Renaissance family jam because I gotta go out and friggin' take down Dick Facce tonight. It's what's happening. We're shooting episode 2 of BatMark and SuperMark. By Menon. When you got a bi-menon situation, that's right. You work with it. You work with it, baby. What's that, Joanne? No, Joanne. Joanne, we're in the middle of talking to the chat. You can't get your GoFundMe plug in the middle of a hello to the chat. What are we talking about? It does not make sense to me. Let me get back to it here. Okay, just shut your mouth over there, Joanne. I'm having a hard enough time with this friggin' mouse with my dumb friggin' hands here, the gloves, No, I can't take the glove off. That would take away the consistency of the roll. I gotta keep the glove on. If I take it off, it's like, oh, I lost the entire effect, So let's get back to it here. Trish Killian is here tonight. And I'll tell you what, we're gonna go out and kill Dick Facce, just like Trish Killian did. And Other May is here. Other May had great news the other night, and we're happy for great news on this program. We like it. What's that, Joanne? No. His son's coming home. Nobody wants to come see you. All right? Other May knows what I'm talking about. Let's see. We got Cog. Yeah, we got Cog. I told you already. We're kicking it with Cog over here, guys. We don't have to say it twice, Let's see. Juniper berries. If you don't have juniper berries when you're out in the friggin' wilderness, what are we talking about, right? Oh, I found some cranberries. They suck. You need juniper berries. You need to have them to nourish you. Anyway, so thank you for always nourishing us juniper berries. We appreciate it here on the Renaissance Man Show. Let me see. I just got to keep going because, Anna Treos is here. And when Anna comes here and she's got her friggin' beat seat, oh, we're getting down. BatMark. I got a beat seat too. I'm sitting on it. My BatMark it here when I'm in there. I'm here just figuring out what to do for the night, kicking my beat seat. That's what we do. What else we got? I'm rolling. I'm rolling now. Look at this. Flying down. Deborah Mathis is here. Guys, we have to say thank you to Deborah Mathis for coming and spreading the word for the Renaissance Man BatMark show. We're going to just change it. BatMark Man. It's the BatMark Man. I'm just saying. The BatMark Man is on scene. No, it's not It's not offensive at all or racist to say that BatMark is super sexy. Let's be honest. I mean, who else do you want? SuperMark? Really? Super freaking Mark? He sucks. Oh, I'm super. Yeah, all right, you'll see. He's not super. When he comes out later, you'll be like, this guy is not super at all. Just wait, just wait. Let's see what else we got. I'm rolling really quick here. This is the end for me. I'm hearing the friggin' buzzer. Sub-Zero! Sub-Zero carries in the house. And if you're not out in the cold and you got a Sub-Zero carrier with you, it's over. It's over for you. It's over for Joanne and that friggin' ridiculous heart. No, fine, Joanne. Guys, Joanne's GoFundMe page. GoFundMe.com/Joanne from the Renaissance Man shows massively ridiculous, disgusting, we've added, disgusting heart that needs to be excised and replaced with a whale heart immediately before she dies by Manon. And if you put that in and you can donate to her, she would appreciate it. No, Joanne, we can't make it smaller. She's like, can't we make it a shorter tagline? Are you freaking kidding me? I'm BatMark. We can't make it shorter. We have to explain what you've got going on. You know, she hasn't done well on the GoFundMe. Let's see. There we go. Joanne, you got like $7.14. That's as many home runs as Babe Ruth hit. What are we doing? You're going to do a Babe Ruth situation? You're going to hit 714 home runs? I just can't figure it out, you know? $7.14. No, you would not have more if we had a shorter address for you. That address is perfect. People need to know what the frig they're dealing with, you know? Ridiculously disgusting heart. Affleck carditis. Gigantic carditis. Don't listen to the fake news spin on CNN about it being magnificent. There's no magnificent carditis. It's all disgusting and terrible for you. But look, I've got to get going. I got things to do. I got to go take down Dick Face before he brings that new wave of cars in. Yeah, he's got Bugattis. He's bringing in Ferraris. And he's even got that new one. It's the Skleblagi Glue Glue. Oh, he's bringing the Skleblagi Glue Glue in. Oh, those are one of a kind. No, Joanne, I'm not going to bring one back for you to test drive. She wants a Skleblagi Glue Glue. You can't have a Skleblagi Glue Glue. No, that is only for BatMark. When I get it, it's going with the Batwing. Yeah, it's going with the BatMark Beal. We're putting it all together. You got your BatMark Beal, you got your Batwing, and your Skleblagi Blue Blue. Doing it. You know, when you're out there taking down villains, and they got a Skleblagi Blue Blue, you know, you go with it, and you take that friggin' thing down, you know, and you're test driving it home. I hear it can take off, literally. We're doing a Batwing on a Skleblagi Blue Blue. It's the newest brand, though. You have to make sure you look out for it. Coming out in 2029. BatMark situation. Anyway, look. No, Joanne, you cannot come with me for the ride. She's like, can I come for a ride, BatMark? No, you cannot ever go in the BatMark Beal. You're not allowed in it. That's BatMark space. I'm in the BatMark Beal alone, okay? I gotta cruise the town. Gotta go, remember, I go out to those clubs. We get out there, right? And we're doing it. You like BatMark? Can we get down with BatMark? That's how BatMark is. I'm punching people. I'm out there like... That's how I dance. Look, when I'm out there on the dance floor, I'm just throwing out moves. You know, I have to keep that thing. I'm kicking it. I can't take off the glove. That just kills the actual feeling. You know what I mean? Can't kill it. Hold on. There on that dance floor, right? And you're like, and then every once in a while you're get that going where you're like,
Some night when the wind starts blowing, I'm going to find a way.
and then like they don't know what's coming, you know? You're just like,
Some night when the world
what
stops
the hell? Why'd you do
fading,
that?
I'm going to
Yeah,
find a way.
sorry.
And I'll keep waiting.
You get BatMarked. It happens, you know? It's getting really freaking hot in this mask here, you know? You start dancing with bat punches and bat kicks, you're bound to sweat in the friggin' outfit, you know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, look, we gotta get into it tonight. We're gonna get into it, family and friends. That's 30 minutes of BatMark for you. What do we got next? Oh, you guessed it, some friggin' SuperMark. Maybe Dick Face, I don't know what we're doing yet, but it's friggin' Halloween here on Renaissance Man. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with some more for you. And until then, it's Renaissance Man. Woo! I have no idea what's here, but we're playing it. It's SuperMark! Way too big SuperMark, by the way. You know, I was sitting for the last scene, so it wasn't as bad. You know, but when you're here and you're doing it, you know, and you're larger than the friggin' city, we didn't ask SuperMark to be massive. We didn't ask him to be a gigantic. You know, we got a gigantic SuperMark situation. No, we don't. We're good with it. How about this? It's SuperMark. Hold on, look, we got the fan today. Ooh, we're rocking on it. Hold on a minute. It's SuperMark. I'm here again in Gotham City. Apparently I'm going to be meeting up with BatMark in a little while because we're taking out Dick Face again. And this time, we will be victorious. Last time, he just tricked us a little bit. I mean, really? He's like, hey, you know what? Look, what's that over there? And I'm like, oh, I don't know. What's that over there? And he freaking ran off. Took stupid Sunny Fist with him. Look, BatMark and I were there holding the bag at the end, you know. And I said, hey, BatMark, you go grab your friggin' bat wing, you know. I'll fly. Let's go do our thing and find this friggin' duo and take them down for good, you know. So this time round, we're doing it. This time round, we're doing it. There's apparently this big chain of cars coming through Cairo to the Bronx. You know, when Face's involved, he will really use his connections in the Bronx. And we want to make sure that we stop the supply before it gets into America. This is illegal, you know, shipments. And he's making a bucket or two off of it. You know, look, we have a problem with that. You're not allowed to go and make a profit on the American people. You know, that's something that BatMark and I, we're staunch supporters of the idea, America first. You know what I mean? It's SuperMark. Apparently it's Halloween for you Earthlings. Look, when you're an actual superhero and every day you wake up in order to fight crime, and then one day a year you boneheads are like, I'm a superhero. Yeah, let me tell you a little something about what it means to be a superhero. You gotta be ready for the call. You gotta be ready to go in there into a friggin' fire in order to save a life or two. Or you gotta go save a kitty cat. You wanna go save a kitty cat? Got a fire inside there? 5-alarm blaze. Oh, no, I'm good on that cat. They freaking call SuperMark. I gotta fly in there. When you could take them out with a super blow, because you're super freaking Mark, you know, I get it. They don't want to just leave it to the firemen. Oh, you go there and use water. Go use water. No. They'll just call on SuperMark, good old SuperMark. Hey, SuperMark, we're here in the city right now. We need your assistance. Do you think you could come by and, I don't know, use your super freaking cool thing and go bang, biggity boo. All of a sudden, seconds later, no fire. That's what we do here at SuperMark Enterprises. We did turn it into a corporation just like America. We wanted to make sure people understand, you know, that like this is the real deal. We take down real supervillains, okay? SuperMark, okay? And now I got a situation where BatMark is joining me. Yeah, we're doing like a Marvel superhero situation, you know? Don't be surprised when Spider-Mark shows up. Peter Marker, he's going to show up out of nowhere. What's up? It's Peter Marker. I get it. We could use a Peter Marker situation when we go out there and we're taking on Foch. You go and take on Foche, Cairo, bringing in shipments of different cars with Sonny the Fists, right? You need the help. You need the assistance. You take a Spider Mark when he offers. Aquamark? Yeah, I'll take an Aquamark too. I'm sure there's some times where we're going to need to get into the water on this one, I mean, it is shipments coming across the Atlantic Ocean to the Bronx, we're bringing it right into the port. Pier 151. They're bringing it in. Fache's there. He's like, hold on a minute. He's taking them in. I didn't like that he was doing that. I know this is probably making a lot of noise. I'm sorry. Hopefully this is workable without all the noise. But who the hell knows? I'll take any SuperMark situation that comes out. You know what I mean? You want to send me BatMark. You want to send me SpiderMark. Aquamark. Back to the Future Mark. I like having, he's a superhero too, because if you think about it, I know what's coming. I could always see, what's happening tomorrow. You call SuperMark, or, Back to the Future Mark. Hey, look, you're not going to want to open that door tomorrow, SuperMark. You're not going to want to go down into that subway, SuperMark. Oh, that villain they wanted you to take. Yeah, you may not want to do that, SuperMark. When you're dealing with inside knowledge, future knowledge, you say thank you and you freaking go with it. That's the motto of this second episode of BatMark and SuperMark, I think. You freaking go with it. Whatever the situation is, you make it work. You know what I mean? Like, you got a BatMark, you make it work. You got a BatMark and a SpiderMark, you're freaking taking people down. You don't, think about that. I'm there doing it's SuperMark, punching people, and you got BatMark doing with his leg kick stuff, and he's scratching people with the Civ-Id. He's giving people the Civ-Id. It's like this new thing where it's an extra weapon. His weapon of choice is throwing a bat, wing at somebody, and then every once in a while, when he really doesn't like them, scratches him, gives him Civ-Id. There we go. They're good to go. Now they have to deal with it, and they got to go get remdesivir. And before you know it, they're on a respirator. So it's a longer term plan on BatMark's part, but it works. And then that's the deal. I got that. I got SpiderMark shooting people in the freaking face with his spider webs because he's stealing food left and right. I don't know if you know about him. Klepto, food klepto. Yeah. Oh, look, there's a ham sandwich. So he's got to eat it, So SpiderMark's always eating food off of people's hands. Not, I usually say off of plates where it's like, oh, it's on the plate and he took it. No, it's in their hands. He eats it off their hands. They're like, done. He took it. He's taking it back, eating it. They're laughing. They're upset. He's laughing at them. That's what he does. He's just kind of like a bit of a jerk, that SpiderMark. But you know what? If he wants to help us take down Dick Fache, I can deal with a bit of a prima donna. You know what I mean? I can deal with a bit of a prima donna SpiderMark. Peter Marker, he came out. He said, I'm not going to be like keeping a alter ego. Like, I still got Mark Kent. I'm doing my thing. But he's not doing that anymore. Like, he's like, I'm not doing a Peter Marker where people have no idea. And then, like, I show up out of nowhere with my freaking camera. I put it aside and I'm SpiderMark a few seconds later. So he just came out. He said, look, I want you guys. He had like a press conference. He's like, I want you guys all to know something. Yeah, my name's Peter Marker, but I'm also freaking SpiderMark. I don't want any more bills. You send me a bill, I'm showing up with a spider web in your friggin' face. And then he kept going. He kept going. He's like, look, you want to come at me? Come at me. I'm freaking SpiderMark. That dude's got balls. I'm just saying. He's like, whatever. I'm doing it, And at that point, and from that perspective, he's got my, respect at that point. You know what I mean? When you're willing to take on, any bad guy out there by being like, I'm freaking Peter Marker, come get me. You gave up your alter ego, your alias. Oh, you didn't care anymore. You're just like, whatever. Freaking SpiderMark, Peter Marker, same guy. Like, we know that, dude, but you're supposed to have like look, it's me, Peter Marker. Or like, look, hey guys, what's up? It's me, Mark Kent. You know what I mean? Like, you got those two things going, but now you went to, singular. I just think you limit yourself, really. I told him, I was like, look, SpiderMark, you're limiting yourself when you decide to get rid of your single or double situation and go with a single. You know, you could call me Peter Marker, Spider Marker. Like, what are you doing? Just be both at the same time, so nobody knows you got a little. You're hanging out with, you know, with your main squeeze. You know, what was her name again? You know, you guys are sitting there doing it together. I know, but she's like your main squeeze. You really liked her. I can't think of her name. It's right on the tip of my tongue right now. Yeah, I don't know. You know what the thing is? It would be more embarrassing if I was Spider Mark and I didn't remember my girlfriend's name was MJ. You know what I mean? Like, that would be embarrassing. But not remember it as Super Mark? It's fine. Now, look, I'm super, but I don't have a, you know, like, I don't remember every single thing in my life from history. You know, I don't care to remember everything. You know what I mean? Especially things like that. Anything involving Peter Mark or Spider Mark situation, I'm over that, you know? But look, guys, it's Halloween here, Renaissance Man show. You know we're going to get into it. You know we're doing something stupid here on the show on freaking Halloween. So we got a little BatMark, got a little Spider Mark. What's next, huh? You got a little Dick Face action, huh? Got Dr. Wayne Doppler. What's on deck, huh, Mark? I don't freaking know yet. Haven't thought that far ahead. Yeah, I didn't even know I was going to go SuperMark. I thought I definitely was going to start with BatMark. I had no idea where the hell I was going from there. I do want to say another really, really super thing. The 10th album of the year was released today, this morning, at about 2 in the morning, whatever. And that's really super. 130 super songs on iTunes from just this terrible year. We did something super in a terrible year. That's the super promise. No matter how crappy things get, SuperMark will always step up to the challenge and will always take down a bad guy when there's a good guy in need. That's what I love this freaking fan situation. That's what SuperMark will always do for the citizens of Gotham, the citizens of Metropolis, and the citizens of the United States of America, the land of the free, home of the brave, and whether it's now or in 5 years when these terrorists, I don't know what I'm talking about now. Look, SuperMark is doing something. You know what I mean? When you're in the middle of it, you roll with a friggin' fan flowing your cape, you know? And you do one of the George C. Scott walks. That's right, we're going to do this the way we should have. We were brought up by men and women in order to be men and women, in order to take down men and women, in order to have more men and women, and to stop being men and women in 2021. By men. When you're freaking BatMark, SuperMark, whatever. SpiderMark, Aquamark, Aquanet. You got Aquanet on? You could have a fan on Aquanet. That hair's not moving. That's a SuperMark promise for you. So remember, if you're in need, just make sure you pick up that friggin' red bat phone. Bat phone? What does SuperMark have? SuperMark just hears. I'll keep my friggin' ears open, all right? Next time I hear someone screaming, I'm flying through the air. I'm giving someone a super punch right in the chest. And then we're going after Dick Face. Par for the course. Double-decker situation where we got Dick Face, we got Sonny the Fists. I'm going to do like one of those like bang their heads together situation, you know? And then we'll get somewhere. Then we may actually get somewhere when we put Face in jail. Because this time he's not getting away with it. No. He's not getting away with it. So until next time, it's SuperMark. We have to have a better ending than that. SuperMark got a hot tip the other day. And with it, I bought everything you see. It's all mine now. I probably could have taken it since I'm SuperMark, but I now own it. I put all of my Kryptonian dollars, I put all of my stocked away bills, because I've been collecting. They give me royalties every time I take down a villain. I took it all. And I put it on this little known crypto stock called BeeBee PooPoo. And if you don't know about BeeBee PooPoo, that's all you need to know. I own that friggin' billboard too with the BeeBee PooPoo situation. I did it all. I put it all on BeeBee PooPoo. Like some people go to the casino, like, I'm putting it all on black. I'm putting it all on red. I put it all on BeeBee PooPoo. I quintupled my money in 16 seconds. By the time I went to go and sell it, it went up 1.5 million. And I told my broker who called me on the phone and sold me on it, telling me that afterwards he told me, he's actually telling my friend, Janet, that basically this is a stock that's going to quadruple, double, all the way up. Keep going, keep going. And then at the end of the call, the guy's like, it's a crap stock. Yeah, crap stock. And like there's like a barn or something, or like a shack somewhere, and that's what BeeBee PooPoo is. And I was pissed off when I heard that because I put all my money on BeeBee PooPoo. Well, it winds up that he was joking or wrong or whatever. BeeBee PooPoo is the real deal. Mm-hmm. You know, when people say, how the friggin' heck did you do that, SuperMark? I'm like, BeeBee PooPoo'd? You know? You didn't know you were BeeBee PooPoo'd? Like, you had an opportunity to be BeeBee PooPoo'd because I saw the content. I watched the video. I saw that little back and forth. The guy was like, look, you gotta follow me. I'm the guy. Yeah, BeeBee PooPoo 22. Like that when I got the BeeBee PooPoo 22 song caught in my head. What's gonna happen in 22 with BeeBee PooPoo PooPoo? Like when I got to that, oh, I couldn't get it out of my head for weeks. I'm flying through the air taking down villains. I'm like, oh, PooPoo, Joe Bee Boo Boo Boo, Biden, you know, and I'm doing it. I'm flying through the air, getting it, you know, shh, and I couldn't get the song out of my head. You know what I mean? Look, you know, when you're in the middle of it, it's hard to get that, you know, that song out of your head is basically what I was going to say. I mean, like you're in the middle of literally taking down the worst guy in history of time. And all you're thinking is that freaking song. It's just ringing over and over and over, right? Look, I do have to say that if it were me, and it's not because I'm already good with this, but that guy who wrote the song, BeeBee PooPoo 22, that guy should copyright that song, hit the charts with it, #1, you know, Grammy. Like we're thinking Grammy on that one. You got BeeBee PooPoo 22. You gotta get a BeeBee PooPoo and put it in your portfolio. Like it was a good song, you know. Especially when it got to that hook, where it was like, you got more BeeBee PooPoo than Joey B's got in his double diaper. And then you're like, that's good, right? If I got more than the double diaper situation. And then you're on to it. You start like getting to the second verse, and that one just gets really, really deep. You know, when you're like, I filled my hands up with the BeeBee PooPoo. I filled my wife's hands up with the BeeBee PooPoo. I decided to wash my kids' faces with the BeeBee PooPoo. And sleep poopy pants. Took another double diaper, dibble deuce in his double diaper. That was the best. I couldn't stop singing that one, you know? Just like SuperMark situation. I was doing it, you know? I was thinking about that. And then I'm flying through the air. Space super punch. I'm doing it. You know, kicking people. You know, I got this SuperMark situation going on. And while I'm supermarketing it, all I'm thinking is, BeeBee PooPoo 22. I'm elbowing you, yeah. I get my BeeBee PooPoo. I gotta put it in a double diaper too. And when you got to that part, you realize you were like, gold record was probably like a week away, you know? When you got to that line, you're like, yep, gold, you know? When it went platinum, it was because it was the last verse got us to platinum, you know? Yeah, you took that BeeBee. It gets like a little bit more R&B-ish, you know, like laid back. You took that BeeBee PooPoo. You put it in your number. It gets like this weird Celine Dion thing going where it's like, you know, you're hitting all these notes, you know, and you're like, oh, BeeBee PooPoo, BeeBee PooPoo, doubling up every moment, yes you do, and then you fall into the ground, into the surface of the earth, and it goes down into the core of the magma of the planet, and it literally is the worst thing in the history of time. BeeBee BeeBee PooPoo 22. So that last verse got us though, you know what I mean? Where it's like, geez, it's gonna one day crater? No, not just crater. It's gonna literally create a hole in the center of our Earth so you could see through to China. That's what we got going on here, you know? When you got a BeeBee PooPoo 22 situation and you're singing it, you know, while you're flying, taking out bad guys. I don't know what could be better. I mean, do you guys know? Is there anything better than that? I think not. So just remember, when you just watch for the dip. You keep your eye out for the dip. I sold at the top, you know. I went from 0.0001, and that thing went all the way up to 13 cents. Yeah. We're talking billions, people, all right? I did a $1 billion deal just by getting in on the ground floor on BeeBee PooPoo. You know, sometimes you take a tip, you know, from that guy. That guy, when he released, he said, look, the tip, the crypto of 2022, BeeBee PooPoo. I was like, I'm hooked. I got to check this one out. I got on there. I'm looking at it. Yippity yappity you. This guy's talking it, right? Oh, you get the BeeBee PooPoo. You're seeing freaking profits. I'm like, I'm already hooked on the profit situation. What are we talking about? 5%? 6%? We're talking about 10%? Where are we on this profit situation? This guy comes back talking about how you're doing a triple-double situation. Excuse me, triple-double situation? Yeah, SuperMark's down for that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm doing a triple-double situation every day of the week. I'm not dealing with the 3%, 5%, 6% stuff, okay? Like, you gonna be offering that? No, I'm sorry. I'm not taking it out of my crystal vault in the North Pole, you know, that nobody can get into but me and my father, Super Trump. But look, when you get to it and you understand it, it's clear. What the hell was that? It's clear. It's exactly what you expected. You know what I mean? I don't know. Look, BeeBee PooPoo 22, make sure you're singing it all night long, baby. When you're doing a Lionel Richie all night long on BeeBee PooPoo, BeeBee PooPoo all night long, all night. BeeBee PooPoo all night long, BeeBee PooPoo. You know, you do one of those, you're getting calls from record producers. Oh my goodness, I heard your new track, BeeBee PooPoo 22, when you did the line with, you know, Lionel Richie, dancing on the ceiling. And I was dancing on the ceiling, oh, BeeBee PooPoo. Yeah, oh, we were dancing on the ceiling, oh yeah, oh, BeeBee PooPoo. And we started doing a Carlton, we're like, and we did the Carlton, you know, and like everybody's like, yeah, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air situation. But it was really about the BeeBee PooPoo dancing on the ceiling, you know. Oh, what a BeeBee PooPoo. Yeah, we were BeeBee in the PooPoo. When you do a BeeBee in the PooPoo, ooh, I got a call from the president after that one. He's like, oh, wait a second. I did a PooPoo myself in my pants. So we're like, I know. We're not doing those here. BeeBee PooPoo. That's the stock to be looking out for 2022. You know, when you have super information as well as being super, it's just kind of what the doctor ordered, you know what I mean? Look, I think we've done our part here. SuperMark owns the friggin' city here, you know? And I told you about BeeBee PooPoo. I did my part. Because now if you do not invest in BeeBee PooPoo, that's on freaking you. You know what I mean? Like, you can't take information like that from SuperMark and be like, you know what? I'm good. You good? I got freaking buildings. What are you doing? I'm going to sit here and do, I'm going to do Bitcoin. Bitcoin? Bitcoin was so 07, 011. What are we doing? It's 2012-ish, you know what I mean? Like, we're here. You got a BeeBee PooPoo on your lap. It's literally right there. All you got to do is pick it up and pet it. Wow. Don't freaking bite me, cat. You know what I mean? You get it. You make sure you feed that cat. You make sure you sell that freaking cat before it goes and starts getting old. It gets old and then it's not worth anything anymore. You know what I mean? So you give that cat away. You sell it off on open market when he starts to get like tethery, you know, and like you start thinking to yourself, I think he's about to drop. I think this thing's about to freaking drop into the planet. Drop-a-roo is what you do with your stocks. You go in there. You're like, I've really appreciated my BeeBee PooPoo to this point, but I think I got to move on and do something else. I think I'm going to, from the next one after this, if we can take all of our money from BeeBee PooPoo, after you go from all the way to the top, you take it all out and you throw it into Shibbity Boobity Ba. Shibbity Boobity Ba is going to be the biggest thing beyond. But you got to first get to BeeBee PooPoo before you can get to Shibbity Boobity Ba. That one is just going to be like next level. Yeah. Like you're talking about BeeBee PooPoo being a great, crypto? Just wait till they get the tech down, on Shibbity Boobity Ba. Shibbity Boobity Ba is going to have this new thing where they're dealing with quantum computing. And when you do a quantum computing situation and you got a Shibbity Boobity Ba, Yeah, sometimes it's interesting when you have the information and everybody else is just trying to catch up, But you're super Shibbity Boobity Ba. Make sure you're on the lookout for that one, okay? And for now, though, you have to be able to invest in Shibbity Boobity Ba when it's available. Right now, you can't even get it on Coinbase. You can't get it on any, open. You have to get over to CryptoPoopyPants.com in order to, get your taster. They only give you a taster for Shibbity Boobity Boo. The big one currently is you get down there with the BeeBee PooPoo, and if you're in early enough, we're still early. I sold. I went back in on the dip. I'm down there right now. Hold on a second. CryptoPoopyPants.com. Yeah, right here. Look, when you go to CryptoPoopyPants.com and you look it up and you're like, oh, BeeBee PooPoo, let me see how it's doing. It's a good time to buy right now. I'm just telling you. Like if you're going to be in and you're like, do I get in again? Do I get in now? You should get in right now. All right. I think maybe when I sold off all of mine, buy these buildings, you know what I mean? They're like, oh, maybe there's something wrong with this stock. It dropped into the friggin' toilets. And now you could go in there and get it again, I'm going to go buy a ton more when we finish off this broadcast. And then I'm going to do it all over and buy another city. SuperMark situation. When you're dealing with it and you've got SuperMark in front of you and he's sharing gold wisdom, like this is the type of stuff that Eddie Murphy was searching for in The Golden Child. He never could find him. He couldn't find it in The Golden Child. They looked. There's some weird porridge with blood in it, But that was a good movie. But the movies aren't real, guys, When you get to the real deal of it, and you're SuperMark, you're out there and make a mint on BeeBee PooPoo and getting ready for Shibbity Boobity Boo. Gosh, sometimes I feel like prophetic, I'm like, guys, I got all the information. Throw all your cashish over on BeeBee PooPoo. Get ready for Shibbity Boobity Boo, because when that's coming out, it is all over for everybody who's not in crypto, and everybody's into Bitcoin. At that point, it's going to be like, why did I put my money into a sinking ship? Why did I put my money into a sinking ship with Bitcoin and with Ethereum when I could have put it into the real winner, BeeBee PooPoo? Shibbity Bibbity Boo. Shibbity Bibbity Boo is like probably, they'd say, when they used to have like a gold standard, like, oh yeah, this PCR test is the gold standard. They got that on Shibbity Bibbity Boo and also on BeeBee PooPoo. It's the gold standard. It really is. And if you're not going to get in on the gold standard, I guess you can deal with that when you're sitting at the gates of St. Peter, and he comes out and he's like, what the frig were you thinking? You had a BeeBee PooPoo situation. You had a Shibbity Bibbity Boo. You didn't do either of them? You're just like, maybe BeeBee PooPoo, maybe Shibbity Bibbity Boo. You didn't do either of them. SuperMark took advantage. He gave you an inside scoop too, was telling you about it. But you were thinking to yourself, I want to be cautious with my ducats. I got to keep my ducats in the bank. Well, how are those ducats doing right now? Oh, you're paying off your mortgage 1 month at a time. I freaking bought 100 buildings. SuperMark. I took it BeeBee PooPoo style. If you can't put a risk out there, doom. You got to make it to, you know what I mean? You got to put it out there in order to make it. And if you're not willing to do that, you're going to be like that freaking lady over there that's like, I didn't want to take the risk on BeeBee PooPoo. I didn't want to take the risk on Shibbity Bibbity Boo. You can't take a risk on Shibbity Bibbity Boo? I'm here telling you how well I did on BeeBee PooPoo. You're not going to take that advice and say, wait a second, his next big tip. SuperMark's next big tip. Bibbity Bibbity Boo. Shibbity Bibbity Boo. You know? When you got a Shibbity Bibbity Boo coupled with a Bibbity Bibbity Boo, you know, things get really interesting. You know, because that's a dual company. Shibbity Bibbity Boo and Bibbity Bibbity Boo, they were working separately. They came together and made Shibbity Bibbity Boo. But originally it was two different companies. Originally you got Shibbity Bibbity Bibbity Boo and you got Bibbity Shibbity Bibbity Boo. And they're like, we're going to just split it up, put it together and make it like a nice little sandwich. Yeah, you did it. Shibbity Bibbity Boo. And it's gold standard now. At the end of it, when people talk about the greatest cryptos of all time, they're going to start with Bitcoin. They'll be like, yeah, Bitcoin was so great. And they're like, yeah, but remember when it turned to crap? And it became BeeBee PooPoo, number one for about 15 years. BeeBee PooPoo, number one crypto. Until Shibbity Bibbity Boo came along and dethroned BeeBee PooPoo. But you know what? Just keep in mind, after BeeBee PooPoo was dethroned as the number one crypto on the planet, it still was in number two for a very long time, you know? It went Shibbity Bibbity Boo, BeeBee PooPoo, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and so on and so forth. But again, you didn't get there until BeeBee PooPoo like completely demolished Bitcoin. Like Bitcoin went down to like 37 cents. And, you know, BeeBee PooPoo went up to like $84,000 in like the first 6 months. And then when it went up to $800,000 and everybody was like, I still don't get it. I don't get BeeBee PooPoo. And they freaking went through this freaking roof, through them. I brought it like Galaxy. We went out to Sirius A, Sirius B, all in one trip with the BeeBee PooPoo, you know? Bezos was like, can I come? Can I come too? I was like, no, you can't go. We have no room for you, Bezos. You need a freaking plane to get into, some weird craft that goes up into, you know, like the upper limits, the upper crusts of our upper atmosphere for like 6 minutes. That's what you got. I'm SuperMark. I could fly out of this freaking planet and go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So when you say BeeBee PooPoo went to the moon, just remember that SuperMark brought it to friggin' Jupiter. Yeah, I brought BeeBee PooPoo to Jupiter. I left some there. I was like, you know what? I don't want a chance, you know, a day in the future where we're out of BeeBee PooPoo. You know, they've mined it all. They mine all the BeeBee PooPoo. I'm giving you a scenario. All the BeeBee PooPoo is mined. And then you're like, where the hell do I get more BeeBee PooPoo? There's no more BeeBee PooPoo. I got some on Jupiter. You know what I mean? I took it to Jupiter. Now we're ready to go. I go there, it's worth, all of a sudden it goes from being worth, you know, $850,000 to $85 million per BeeBee PooPoo. But I started with 500 billion BeeBee PooPoo. There was 0.0. It's worth nothing, guys. I just knew I had a future Mark, you know, a current situation. And he said, look, just make sure 2022 is BeeBee PooPoo. That's it. He goes, BeeBee PooPoo 22. And when I heard that, I was like, BeeBee PooPoo 22. Thought about making bumper stickers, just start sticking them on people's cars. BeeBee PooPoo 22. And then they get it. They're ready for it. Maybe everybody starts making, you know, doing like this. We're all walking around buildings, you know, but I'm the only one who could fly up to the top of it. So don't forget that. So until next time, remember, BeeBee PooPoo, or you're going to friggin' be just struggling the rest of your life. Keep your eye on that BeeBee PooPoo, all right? And Shibbity Bibbity Boo, that one on the tail of BeeBee PooPoo, but you still gotta, if you don't get in on BeeBee PooPoo, you're always gonna be kicking yourself that you didn't get in on Shibbity Bibbity Boo. So it's a double-decker situation, but you gotta start on BeeBee PooPoo immediately. Immediately, okay? And look, I gotta get after Dick Face. I'm here giving you guys stock tips. And remember, this is not licensed stock information. This is not, you know, full financial advisor information. No, I'm not in the market that way. I'm just an amateur investor who found out a little bit about this new crypto called BeeBee freaking PooPoo. No, the freaking's not in there, just BeeBee PooPoo. Make sure when you look in that stock ticker, it's BeeBee PooPoo. And when you look it up, you're going to see it went like, shoo, and it was all the way up here. I was like, I'm freaking selling this thing. I sold it all, down back, like almost back to where it started. I bought up a ton more. I'm still holding. I'm holding it. I'm on a hold situation right now. I'm waiting for it to do one of these again. Next time, double-decker situation. You know what I'm talking about. Second city. I got a second city when we get through it. So anyway, guys, I think this has been a lot of fun, but SuperMark has to go. I got things to do. I got villains to take down. Dick Face, right? He's not bringing another illegal car into the United States. I'm sorry, you can't do that on SuperMark's watch. So until next time, remember, this is SuperMark on his way out to take down a bad guy. And I hope you stick around for the rest of the Renaissance Man show. Until next time, it's SuperMark.